Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lissa Guyton. I'm here at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit, standing in front of the brand new Toledo-built Jeep Gladiator. Not on dealer lots yet, but it is here at the auto show. It will be soon. And I am standing with Taylor Langhals, who, Toledo guy, went to St. John's High School, St. John's Jesuit.
Yes.
And you are the lead exterior designer on the Gladiator.
Yeah.
A dream come true.
Humbling experience, to say the least. It's been an exciting couple days, having it here and letting the world kind of see it. 4 years of my life leading up until this point. So to be able to come here today, show it to you guys, and let the world see the all-new Jeep Gladiator that I personally got to work on was an incredible experience.
And it's interesting how it all works out, how you ended up being the lead exterior designer on this vehicle.
Yeah, so born and raised in Toledo, went to St. John's Jesuit, and my dad worked for Jeep for 30 years actually, and I'm actually technically the fourth generation Jeep employee in the family. So I grew up around Jeeps my entire life in Toledo, always had a passion for drawing and cars, and really somewhere along the way someone told me I could put the two together, and went to school at College for Creative Studies, spent 5 years there, interned at Jeep, and now work for Jeep. And I had the opportunity to design this new Jeep Gladiator, which was an incredible experience, especially being from Toledo and having the Jeep built in Toledo. It's something I'm very proud of. It's something that's humbling. It's an emotional experience. It's a day to remember for sure.
Well, that's what's amazing. Your father talked about working on the lines for 30 years at the Toledo Jeep plant, and then his grandfather, and then his uncle.
Yeah.
And they all were there for many, many years.
Yeah.
His uncle was there for
40
decades.
40 years in his paint shop supervisor, yeah.
And here you are, building a vehicle that's coming down those lines. Talk about the family's, pride as well.
I mean, I'm sure, I always want to make my family proud, so a lot of my heart went into this vehicle. It starts as a sketch on a piece of paper, and from there we go to a clay model and work with engineering to make it a real thing. And being out in LA when we revealed the car, seeing the eruption of cheers and applause and pictures being taken by the audience I teared up. It was incredible.
The other thing is, you are behind, obviously the entire exterior, but one really cool thing was the good nod to the 419.
Yeah.
And that just touched so many people's hearts.
Yeah.
That you did that.
Yeah, for me, I think the Heart 419 was something that I knew right away that I needed to put some sort of tribute to Toledo in there. Obviously, I had a great upbringing in Toledo. I felt very ready for the world when I left Toledo to go study in college. And there's just so much pride when you go into those factories and see those employees building those vehicles, and how much emphasis that they put on every single detail of every single one that goes down the road. I had to pay tribute somehow to those people, and that was it.
And you actually, even though they're not on dealer lots yet, imagine this, you get to drive one.
Yes.
And you drove one down to your old stomping grounds, and talk about the reaction even when you cross the state line.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago I got to take one from the headquarters and drive down to Toledo, show some of my friends and family. As soon as I crossed into Ohio by the plant, ironically, the phones came out. There was pictures being taken, videos being recorded. I was getting thumbs up, waves. Nobody knew who I was. The car was a celebrity, but it made everything worth it to me.
And talk about that as well. I mean, a lot of pressure. Here you are, you're young. I mean, he's not even 30 years old yet. And you got to be part of such an iconic vehicle.
Yeah.
Talk about, there's a lot of pressure though. It's not just, oh, hey, here's a sketch and,
No, there's definitely a lot of pressure that goes into designing these vehicles, but I think one thing that makes it easier for us is there's such a strong loyalty to the brand and such a strong DNA that's been a part of the brand for generations that in a way it makes my job a little bit easier, because we get to go out and experience the Jeeps and the trails and everything with our customers, and in doing so we learn what people want, what people are looking for. So I try to apply all that feedback when I'm drawing. All those thoughts are going through my head when I'm sketching on these future vehicles. So.
Well, thank you so much for taking a lot of time out of your busy day, and I can speak for all of Toledo when I say we are so very proud that a hometown guy had such a big part in making this happen for Jeep and for the city and for all the men and women who work there. So thank you so much,
thank
Taylor.
you very much.
We're going to hear much more from Taylor coming up tonight at 6 on 13 ABC Action News. And then we're also going to hear from the head of Jeep Design coming up tonight at 5. So we hope you'll join us for all of that. Have a wonderful day, everyone.